the grammar translation method, which is also known as the grammar translation approach. It is often referred to as the classical method, as it was first used in the teaching of Latin and Greek. This method was used for reading and appreciating foreign language literature under the form of reading passages through grammar rules, vocabulary, and translation with the help of the teacher. It was essentially based on the use of L1 and L2.
You can know the word. What sentence?
Alright everybody, so we just did a grammar translation style lesson. You've studied the vocabulary, you studied the grammar, and you've translated a passage from Wikipedia.
It's a green dog, very good. Yeah, it's a green dog. What's this? What's this? It's a yellow dog. What's this? What's this? It's a light blue dog, very good. What's this? What's this? It's a red dog. What's this? What's this? What color dog? Blue.
It's a standing dog.
It's a standing dog. Wow, very good. What color is the dog?
Alright class, today I'm going to give you a dialogue and read it, and I want you to listen to me very carefully, okay, and note it. Now we have two people walking along the sidewalk in the town, and they know each other, and as they meet, they stop to talk, okay? Now listen to me. Hello Bill, hello Liz, how are you? Fine, thanks, and you? Fine. Where are you going? I am going to the post office. Okay? Now we will repeat it again. We will repeat together. But now I want you to a bit stumble at the line, I am going to the post office. Okay? You are the students. Okay? So, okay. Now repeat after me. Hello, Bill.
Hello, Bill.
Hello, Liz.
Hello, Liz.
How are you?
How are you?
Fine, thanks. And you?
Fine, thanks. And you?
Where are you going? I'm fine. Where are you going?
I'm fine. Where are you going?
I am going to the post office.
The Silent Way is an approach to foreign language teaching that was developed by Caleb Cateno in the early 1960s. And it's a unique approach to foreign language teaching and learning because, since it's called the Silent Way, and at first people say, well, why is it called the Silent Way? If it has to do with language and language learning. Well, it's silent way because the teacher is silent and can focus on the learning of the students. So it's unique also in the sense that there is no textbook use, and we do use props that facilitate.
Show me your cards. Very nice. Look at your friends. Okay. Faisal.
Teacher.
Yeah. Very nice. Choose one. Okay, bad luck. Very nice.
Next, we will see a demonstration of a method called Community Language Learning, or CLL. Based upon the more general counseling learning approach to adult education developed by Charles Curran, CLL calls upon teachers to become skillful understanders of their learners as whole persons. Becoming a skillful understander means recognizing and accepting the struggles students face as they attempt to internalize another language. Watch how whole person learning is put into practice in the CLL demonstration lesson by my colleague, Bonnie Manel.
Okay. Fence. Can someone describe a fence for us? Okay, a fence divides one thing from another. Okay, sometimes we have a fence between two houses. Okay. We have a fence around a garden to keep the animals out.
Is it always outside?
Is a fence always outside?
Yes. General, to limit.
How many people have a fence around their house? What is it made out of?
Wood.
Wood?
Wire.
Iron sometimes? A fence out of trees? We call that a hedge. Okay, as I said, we're going to work with these now for pronunciation. All right? And we're going to do that in a way that's a little bit different perhaps than some of the ways that you've worked with pronunciation. You're going to be the ones who are saying the words, and I'm going to be the one who's repeating the words. You're in control. Okay, we want to read the first word?
Clean.
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 No, don't.
Fence.
Fence.
Relaxed. Relaxed. Okay, so listen to the words, listen to music. Okay. Tripping out. Spinning around. I'm underground, I fall down.
Teaching a foreign language by using TPR resembles the way that children acquire their first language. They listen, watch and imitate long before they start speaking themselves. This multi-sensory processing of language takes place through the simultaneous activation of the child's visual, auditory and kinesthetic senses. This helps the child to gradually understand new language in a holistic way. It's learning by doing in the best sense of the word.
Plane, plane, plane. Car, car, plane, car. Teddy, teddy, okay. Plane, car, teddy. Plane, car, teddy. Doll, doll. Plane, car, teddy, doll.
Now that the students have learnt the key words that they're going to need, let's see how Herbert gets them to understand sentences by listening to instructions and imitating his actions.
Now, stand up, please. Stand up, please. Okay, good. Fly your plane. Fly your plane. Drive your car. Vroom.
What's important here is that the teacher adapts his or her teaching pace to the student's pace of learning. In other words, the teacher introduces the sentences gradually and one after the other, and always repeats the previous sentence or sentences before introducing a new one. What's also important is that the teacher strictly keeps to the order the sentences were presented in. Next, we'll see the second phase, where Herbert gives the instructions, and it's important, remember, that this is done in the same order as before. But this time, he doesn't give the students a model for the actions. So the children have to listen and carry out the instructions without seeing the teacher act them out. Being in a group gives them security, and they're learning from one another.
Now I'm going to sit down. No, you don't sit down, you stand up. You stand up, please, yes? Okay. Now you do it, you do it. Fly your plane. Drive your car.
As you can see, for the students, action stories are fun. And at the same time, they're an important way of making the children feel that they can understand the target language from the very beginning.
So, I'm going to give you the roles. You will be Urdangarin. You will be Urdangarin's lawyer, Laura. And Lucia, you'll be the government's lawyer. Well, students, we are going to practice with this activity the present perfect, okay? And we are going to learn some words as well that will be used in the role. Okay, let's go, students. Yes, today I am here to defend the innocence of this man. He is innocent. He took the money for the people, for social purposes.
And what does the government lawyer think?
I think he is guilty because he used the money to buy a house in America. And he's a thief. He's stealing our money.
I complain.
Money of the government of Spain.
He is the new Robin Hood. I complain.
No, it's no money for the poor.
The natural approach. The natural approach method was developed by Tracy Terrell and Stephen Krashen. It is based on the language acquisition theory developed by Krashen. The native language should not be used in the classroom. A lot of vocabulary should be exposed to the student. A lot of activities should be developed. The natural approach is a method for beginners based on observation and interpretation on how a person acquires his or her first language. It rejects the formal organization of language. It is not based on grammar. It is based on communication. It emphasizes comprehensible and meaningful practice activities rather than production of grammatically perfect sentences. This method appeared in 1983 in a book called The Natural Approach, written by Tracy Terrell and Stephen Krashen. The natural approach works based on the use of language in communicative situations without recourse to the native language and without reference to grammatical analysis. The natural approach is based on the principles of naturalistic language learning in young children. There is an emphasis on exposure, on input. The central component of language is not grammar, it is communication. Language is viewed as a vehicle for communicating meanings and messages. Communication.